getting quite a few things in the mail. So I have 2 of them here, and then later today UPS is coming and they're going to be dropping off all of the plants for the new restock. I did get 2 other packages in the mail, so I wanted to go ahead and unbox them with you guys. This is from a company called Blushies. They are a small Asian-owned company who makes really cute items like little plushies for yourself. They make dog toys, tote bags, keychains, pins, stuff like that. And they recently have expanded their range of houseplant plushies that I wanted to show you guys. So they did send us 2 plushies, and I was only expecting 1. So thank you guys so much. These are so cute, you guys. So here they are, you guys. You guys cannot tell me that these are not the cutest things you've ever seen. So I was only under the impression that I was going to be sent this one. This is their little Monstera elbow. It's so cute. Look at the little half moon leaf, the little face. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And they are so soft. Like, it's like very soft, very well made. I believe that the Monstera elbow is one of their best sellers. A lot of people have it. I've seen it on Instagram. You guys probably have seen them on Instagram as well. This one over here is one of their newest plushies. This is a variegated alocasia. Like, how cute is this, you guys? Oh my gosh. So it does have the wiring as well, so you can like adjust the leaf shape and you can adjust the stem. Very well made. They're both much bigger than I thought that they were gonna be, and I'm really impressed. Like, they are so cute. Like, look at this one. They also have a Pink Princess one, if you're a Pink Princess fan, and they recently created a Hoya as well. Super cute. I'll put some pictures up on the screen. Make sure you guys go ahead and check them out. And then we have one more package to open. This one is from my friend Bree. She's on YouTube and on Instagram. Her YouTube is Breezy Plants. You guys probably have seen her before. We were talking one day about a specific plant, and she actually had an extra one, and she was kind enough to send it to me. So let's go ahead and check it out. I'm really grateful that Bree was kind enough to send this to me. So this is a philodendron snowdrift. It is a tissue culture plant. And since it's tissue culture, it is really little. And this is a plant that I've wanted for a really long time. So this is the philodendron snowdrift. Like I said, it is tissue culture. Super cute. It is so cute and little. And I'm gonna just keep it in the substrate because I don't want to mess with it. I've never dealt with a little tissue culture plant before, so I'm just going to keep it in the substrate that it's in and just water it to keep it moist. And I'm probably also going to do the double cup method as it was shipped and keep the little humidity dome on top. I just fully unwrapped it, and I just want to show you guys again. This substrate is called Fluval stratum. It's like an aquarium rock substrate, and over time it does break down. This is a good substrate for little tiny plants that you're just starting to root and everything. It really helps speed up the root process. So since this is a tissue culture plant, it has really tiny roots. So I am just gonna leave it in here for now and keep an eye on it, but this is what it looks like. I'll post a picture of what a mature philodendron snowdrift looks like so you guys can have a better idea. And I did just add some water into this as well, and I'm just going to cover it with a cup to really increase that humidity as well. So thank you again, Bree, so much for this cute little plant. I'm so excited to grow this baby out, and you were so kind. Make sure you guys do go check out Bree. Her channel is on the screen, and I will have her channel linked below as well. The plants are here, you guys, and look, this time we got 2 big boxes. Now I'm going to attempt to bring these up the step by myself. Usually when they come, James is already at work. He gets off super late tonight, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my best getting this upstairs and start unboxing them right away. Normally I wait for him because he loves to unbox the plants too. Like you guys know, he's like fully involved. And in a whole separate video, like we always do, I will show you guys each plant individually. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Jeez. The next place that we get for Plant Life Lex, it needs to be downstairs. I can't keep bringing these boxes upstairs like this. Have y'all ever been in a mood where you're just like, you just want to get so much stuff done, like you're feeling really motivated? I'm in the middle of taking new shop pictures. We don't have that many plants left over in the shop, so I figured it would be good to just get some updated photos of them now because there's not that many. It's not going to take me too long to do it. So I'm doing that right now, and I am really liking how they're turning out on the new backdrop. I have the boxes of plants like over there on the other side of the room. I still have not even opened that yet. And I just got another package in the mail. Like today is package day, I swear. It's in this like heavy duty box, but okay. Definitely didn't order that. Maybe? Alright, so these are more moss pulls. We sold out of the clear. You guys bought them up like crazy, so I'm going to restock the clear tonight, so we'll have a ton of those. I only bought the clear ones this time because the white hasn't sold as much as the clear, so we do still have a good amount of white left. The white aesthetic is very specific for some people, so I still want to keep them available on the shop even though they're not like the best seller. I'm going to keep them, and when they sell out, I am going to restock them, so you don't have to worry about them not going anywhere. But they also sent me like a little sample pack, I guess to get me to spend more money. So they put some different types of moss pulls in this bag. Oh, shoot. Okay. So these two are the two that I currently sell in the shop, the clear and the white. These are moss poles for your plants to like climb onto. You just like bend them together and then it turns into like a little moss pole. I only sell one size of these. The wholesaler has like a mini size, small, medium, large, and I think even extra large, but I find that the small is a good size. And the cool thing about these is that when you put them together, you can stack them on top of each other, so you can keep extending the pole anyway. That's why I don't really buy any of these like in a bigger size, because I don't know if it's really necessary, but these are the two that I sell for reference. So they sent me a mini one. So here is a side-by-side comparison. This is the mini and this is the small. The mini is actually really cute, you guys. They're about to get me. So this is the mini. It's a sample. Let me know what you guys think about the mini. If this is something that you would like, you can definitely arrange that. So this is a new sample mini. This is also a mini. It is clear, but it's a different type of material actually. This is the original, like the frosted. This is like true transparent. It's got a little film on it, so you have to take the film off first. Ooh, wait, you guys, they're about to get us. So this is also a mini, and then this is the mini frosted. So what we sell on the site is like this one, the frosted, but they sent this sample. Would you guys prefer frosted or true transparent? I think I'm leaning towards this one over here, the true transparent. You can barely even see it. I just like the idea of it. I think it looks really good. Honestly, I like both, but yeah, this is cool. So that's that one. They also sent the mini in black. So black was always an option. I just never decided to bring it to the shop because I don't feel like many people would go for the black. It's just kind of like the white. It's a very specific aesthetic. The black actually looks really cool. And then they sent over two more of the regular small size, but with a different design. So you can see it's like a crisscross design. Personally, I don't think I'm gonna go with the crisscross just because I know that there's some controversy with this crisscross design. I'm not trying to get into the moss pole drama or who started it first, and I don't really care. It is what it is. I don't make these. I buy these from a vendor overseas. That's all I know. I know tons of stores buy these exact same thing. So I did not make these, but yeah, I don't think personally I'm gonna go with the crisscross just because I feel like there's a little controversy with this design. I think I actually will bring the mini to the shop as well. So let me know what you guys' opinions are on these sample moss poles. So here are the two boxes of plants. Still have not done anything with them, and it is now 8 o'clock at night. I told myself I was just going to get started on the plants, and I have not done it. I just spent like 3 hours fiddling with my shop because I ended up taking all new pictures of the plants, which did not take me long at all, which is good. But then I ended up having to cook dinner, and then I started working on updating my shop. But I'm realizing there's some issues with Squarespace, and I just cannot do anything on there right now. And it's so frustrating because I'm trying to get the shop update like, you know, ready to go, but like nothing's working. So I'm just going to just step away because there's nothing I can do about it. And then I'll just try again in the early morning. But it's super frustrating when you're trying to get something done and the site is like having technical like errors and stuff like that, you know? If you're new here, I do order wholesale for my shop, and that's how I get the plants. I do not share my wholesaler. So sorry, I know you guys keep asking me, but I do feel that I worked really hard to find this wholesaler in particular, as I've worked with several other ones and I'm really happy with them. But some advice if you're looking for a wholesaler and you don't know where to start, simply just reach out to some greenhouses either online or give them a call, whatever, and ask them if they have a wholesale program for businesses. Most likely big greenhouses do. They'll send you a price list and then you can decide if you want to move forward with them. That is exactly how I found mine, and you can do the same thing. So yeah, I'm really grateful that this greenhouse in particular allows us smaller shops to just have it shipped with UPS. A lot of big greenhouses will tell you that you have to spend a certain amount of money, you have to order a certain amount of plants, and it has to be picked up from their greenhouse and delivered by freight truck, which is super expensive. I really searched high and low for a greenhouse that was going to be able to ship plants because, like I said, most of them make you do it by freight, and freight trucking is very expensive. I remember I got quoted for a freight truck and they said the truck alone to have it delivered to New Jersey was like $1,500, and that was just not including the plants itself. Yeah, I was like, there's no way I can do that. I'm not there yet. But if you're curious to know, the shipping for this cost me $200. So yeah, anyway, they do wrap them individually for me. And the wrapping per plant does cost per plant as well. So I have to pay a fee per plant. I have to pay a labor fee for them to wrap it. I have to pay an extra fee for the box, an extra fee for any of the packing materials used, and then a fee for the shipping, and then whatever the plants are. That's how it works. It definitely gets a little bit expensive, but that's what it's like when you're running a shop, and that is where, you know, the prices come from. It just depends on how much I spent for it and how much I can make for it. So anyway, I'm going to set up and start unpacking. I'm going to speed this part up because it gets quite long. Yeah, I'll probably pop in here and there if we see anything really cool. It's been a few days since I got the plants, so usually what I do is I unbox them and then I just let them rest for a few days before I start messing with them. They were just shipped in a box for a few days, so I just let them chill. Unfortunately, I did lose some of the footage of me unboxing some of the plants, like the first box. I don't know what happened, but I lost the footage. But I am still going to show you guys the plants and, you know, what we have in store. Pretty much what I was talking about in the last clips that I lost was this time around I decided to get some bigger plants, which I normally don't do. And the reason I got some bigger ones is for propagation purposes. So at the moment I do order only one shipment a month, and I usually add the entire stock onto the site like the week after I get it. And then whatever we have left, I just let that sit on the shop until the next big update. As of lately, the shop has been selling out the first restock, which I'm so thankful for. Thank you guys so much. But because of the recent traffic, throughout the rest of the month, I don't really have anything. I'm going to try something a little different this time, and I'm going to take a lot more propagations than normal, and I'm not really going to drop all the plants at once. I'm probably going to just drop like a few of them, and then the following week drop some more, and then the following week, and then the following week. And then I'll also have propagations going at the same time, so I can slowly start bringing things back every single week. Ideally, I would like to be able to restock weekly, but I haven't been able to do that for the last few months just because we haven't really had any stock. So that is something new that I'm going to try for this restock and this upcoming month. For this batch of plants, I'm pretty happy with everything that we got, except for the Hoyas. Not that they're bad or anything, just for some reason, every single Hoya that I opened was completely soaking wet, and some of them even had mold on the top soil. I'm assuming what happened is the big greenhouses just got a water and then they packed up the plants, which really sucks because that's how mold does happen. So I'm pretty sure some of the Hoyas have some root rot just from sitting in a box in wet soil for a few days, you know? So I'm going to have to take a look at that. So the next step for all of this is that I unpot all the plants. I do that specifically so that I can check all the roots, make sure the plant is healthy before I sell them to you guys, because I don't want to have to just sell you guys the plant as it is and then you go to unpot it and then it actually has no roots. So it's just a quality check that I do for my store, and doing that allows me to give you guys a nice pot to put it in, and it allows me to put in my personal potting mix that I like to use, which is soil free, and the plants really seem to love it. So it's just something that I like to do just for my store. It's just my preference. Usually the repotting process for something this large takes me a few hours, probably about 4 hours. And then once that is done, I let them sit again for a few more days so that they can get adjusted to their new pots, their new potting mix. And then I will start labeling all the plants, because I have to label them so that I know which ones are which. And then I will also clean all the fronts and backs of the leaves, because a lot of them are really dusty. They are a big greenhouse, so they probably get sprayed down with a lot of pesticide. That's just how it works. So some of them have a lot of residue and stuff on them. They have dirt on them. So I do clean them all, front and back, every single leaf. And then I take pictures of every single plant, and then I get it listed on the shop for the next restock. It's definitely a big task, and it is hard when you're doing it by yourself, but I am working on getting some help. So hopefully in the future, I will have a more steady help. At the moment, Amy is helping me here and there when I need her. So let me just show you guys a brief overview of the plants as they are right now, and then we can get into unpotting them and moving on with the vlog. We have about 5 bins on the table. I had like 7 last night, but I did condense them, so we do have 5 bins in total. We got a lot of plants that we've never had before, so let's take a look and see what we have. We have some philodendron and mammyeyes here. They are like a good medium size. We have a few of those. Anthurium, clarinervium, these are always a favorite. These are a really easy, beginner-friendly anthurium. I know a lot of you guys want some beginner ones, and they're not that expensive either. So I did get a couple of these guys. For the first time, we have a philodendron strawberry shake. And these plants, like I said, they are freshly unboxed, so some of them still have some dents in them. They still have some cotton on them. I'm gonna be working on getting them all cleaned up. They will look much nicer after I'm done with them, but I just wanna show you guys. So this is the strawberry shake. We've never had this one on the shop before. To be quite honest, I'm not a big fan of the strawberry shake, but I know a lot of people are, so I think it'll just be good to have. And I did get one just to see how we do. I think I'm definitely going to take a top cut of this first, and then we'll sell the bottom as it is. We have some medium Paricio Verdes. We have a big Jose Bueno. This big leaf got ripped on the side, so I'll have to cut it off, but did get a big specimen of a Jose Bueno for propagation purposes so that we can always have some on the shop. This one is also ripped as well. That's the one thing that sucks about the big plants, is they get put on the bottom, obviously, but they get completely destroyed sometimes, and that's why I usually avoid them. But at the moment, I'm thinking that big plants would just be good to have for propagation purposes and rehabbing. So I'm going to try it out and see how we do. We have a few more big Alocasia Fridex, so hopefully we have some corms in there. All the corms from the last batch, they're growing really nicely, and I did put some new ones on the shop. We got some new Hoyas in. This is Hoya Bella Intervariegated. Never had this Hoya before, super cute. Then we have some Hoya Polynerva Silver, and we have a regular Polynerva as well. Philodendron Burl Marks Variegated. We have some Hoya Sarawak, some really big Hoya Chicken Farm. They do have a trellis, but they ship the trellis separately, so I have to put them on myself. Is a Hoya Walliniana or something like that, UT 152. really long and bushy. So for these big ones that are like long and bushy, like when it comes to the Hoyas, I try to put like 2 or 3 vines per pot. So I am going to be separating those. We have some Scindapsus jade variegated as well. We haven't had this one in a while. This is a Florida Ghost philodendron. More clarinervium. Down here we have Anthurium Michelle. Sorry if the lighting is going in and out. I'm like digging the camera like at the bottom of the box, so that's why. Philodendron Red Anderson. A really large specimen of Esqueleto. This is definitely going to be for propagation purposes because it's just too big for shipping. Has a nice new leaf on the way. Some really big Florida Beauties. We have the Anthurium King of Spades crossed with the Ace of Spades again. I got a couple of those. Look at this Florida Beauty leaf, guys. This one is so nice. One high variegation Monstera albo. It is a 3-leafer. Very beautiful. I think I'm just going to list this one as is. Monstera Aria, which is my wishlist plant, but I think I am going to cut it and start propping it so that I can get it on the shop as well. Down here, this is Hoya fungii, really large basket of that. More Scindapsus variegated, more Hoya bella. Then we have this Hoya here. It has all these spots on it because they sprayed it down. So this is not like the true colors of the plant. It's just like residue. But this one is a Hoya latifolia bua or something. It's reverted. It looks the same as a Sarawak to me. So I have to look at my order again to understand which ones are which so that I don't mislabel them. Because I definitely got Sarawak and this, but they look very similar. So I don't want to get them confused. But it's like really nice. And they have some really fat leaves too. And I think this is another one or it's a Sarawak, I'm not sure. More Anthurium King of Spades with the Ace of Spades. Some more Mammy Eyes in here. I think this is another Clarinervium, but it's like throwing me off because of the leaf shape. So I have to look back at the order if I actually got 3 Clarinerviums. I guess I did, but it looks so different compared to like this one. It's like more round. I haven't seen them so narrow before. I wanted to get some common stuff too, like Mikan, you know, Mammy Eye. The Mikan baskets, I'm definitely disappointed in. These came in these little round pots and literally soaking wet and completely balled up. Like, this looks terrible. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with these guys, but I'm going to have to just sort them out and see what we got going on. Hopefully I can make some baskets for you guys. Some more Anthurium Michelle and some more Philodendron Florida Ghost. So yeah, that's what we got going on at the moment, and I'm going to start getting these plants repotted. I did just finish repotting all the plants. I still have to clean up and everything like that. This room is crazy. There is soil all over the floor. I did take quite a few propagations, as you can see here. It's now 9 o'clock at night and I did start at 5, so I'm just finishing. I think what I'm gonna just do now is just put all the props just in this jar together with water just for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll take them out and separate them into their own containers with water. I was able to get 5 alocasia fried egg variegated corms right here in my hand. I'm gonna just pot them up like how I normally do them. So for the corms, I just use these little cups. I'm using some wet perlite. This is just like the regular size perlite. I've been using the smaller size like this for the alocasias because I kind of have a lot of this laying around, so I'm like, I might as well use it for something, and I think it works great for these guys. This is how I've been growing all the alocasia corms, so they've been doing quite well in the perlite. And then literally for each one, I just stick it in there, and then I will just top it with water so it's nice and moist. Then I just put a cup over top. I usually tape the side and put them under the grow lights, and in a few weeks they will start to sprout. So we do have 5, so I'm gonna do that first because I don't want to forget about these guys. This is probably really hard for you to see, but they are really tiny, so you can reference some of my other videos of how I've done this before if you haven't seen it before. The last batch of these guys, they started to sprout very fast, so hopefully these ones start producing their leaves quickly as well. So we're gonna see, but as always, I will definitely keep you guys updated on all of these guys too. And these will end up on the shop once they have at least 1 or 2 leaves. So we are all done with those guys. I'm gonna put them to the side, and then I'm just going to fill this up with some water and put these guys in there as well. I just finished packing up all the shop orders, but I actually do have 2 more packages to pack up. These 2 plants right here are going to be gifts for 2 people here on YouTube. This one is a Hoya New Guinea Ghost, and this one is actually going to go to Jaman here on YouTube. You guys probably already know him, but he recently filmed a Hoya tour, and I didn't see this one in his collection, so I figured it would be cool to send him this one. I've been popping a lot of these New Guinea Ghost Hoyas, so if you are looking for the New Guinea Ghost, you can look out for that as well in the near future. This little alocasia Friday variegated is going to go to Bree. I mentioned her in the beginning of the video. She did send me a plant this week, so I wanted to return the favor and send her something. Hopefully she doesn't have this one already, but even if she doesn't, I know that she'll appreciate it. The next thing I have to do for the restock is I need to clean every single leaf on all these plants because they are obviously dirty and they just need to be cleaned. They have like potting mix on them, they have dust on them. Some of them even do have like pest spray residue on them. So I wanna make sure I get that all cleaned up. The plants have been sitting for a few days. They had 1 water and I let them dry out completely before I water them again. So they are starting to dry out now. That is the routine that I have for all the plants. I only water them when they are dry. So at the moment they are pretty dry, so after all of this we are going to water them one more time because we're going to restock on Thursday and then we're going to ship out the following Monday. So I like to have all the plants watered before I ship them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off all the leaves, but I'm also going to be labeling all the plants as well. So at the moment I do have 2 labels, and in the future I'm going to condense it to 1 label, but this label right here was what I was previously using, and I left this part blank so I could just handwrite the plant name. But I recently got this little portable Bluetooth label maker that connects to your phone, and I print out the actual name instead of handwriting it. It looks a lot better this way, and I've really been enjoying this product. It just comes out the top like that, and then I just stick this label on top of that one. It's just a more professional looking label than me handwriting it. At some point when I run out of these bigger labels, I'm going to find a way to condense all of this into 1 label, obviously. I just want to use what I have still, so I'm doing the 2 label process, but in the future I'm not going to do that. And then I'm just going to be wiping all the leaves down with my typical spray that I always use and talk about. This is just neem oil, concentrate, water, and dish soap. This is not sticky at all. It's mostly water, so it's not sticky, it's not oily either. The instructions on the bottle explain exactly how you should mix it. As long as you do it correctly, it won't be sticky or oily because it's mostly water. But this just helps clean off the leaves, and it's also a good pest prevention because it does help pests not want to like lay their eggs on the leaves if it has it on there. It doesn't necessarily kill them, but it will help prevent. So it's a good like preventative measure to do like in between your pest prevention. This part is pretty easy and mindless. It's just a long process, but I think it's worth it. I'm really particular about the plants that I sell, and I just want everything to look nice for you guys, and I don't want there to be any like problems or like you guys to be disappointed and like getting like a really nasty looking plant or something like that. So this is just an extra step that I like to do, and it just makes the plant look better overall. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that for every single plant. After I'm done all this, I'm going to start taking the pictures of them and start restocking the site, which I think I'm going to put that in the next vlog because this one's already quite long. So probably in the next vlog you guys will see me doing the pictures and updating the site itself. So yeah, another thing is because we have so many Hoyas that are like long like this, I need to get like a stock trellis just for picture purposes so that I can show you guys what the plant looks like on a trellis, but the trellis won't be included. I would really like to start selling trellises, but I haven't really found anything that I like for the shop yet, so I don't know. So I don't really know yet, but yeah, I'm probably gonna find a stock trellis just for pictures to like have it like this or something. And then when you get the plant, it will just be regular and you have to put the trellis on yourself. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get through this, and then I will check in with you guys when I'm finished. I did just finish labeling and wiping all the leaves down on all the plants, and here is the aftermath. It is a complete mess in here. I have plants kind of everywhere. I started putting some on the shelves, as you can see here, and I put some over there on the left as well. So now everything looks so much better that it's been wiped down. You can actually see the true color of the plant and stuff. So I think this is pretty much going to be it for the vlog. Normally I try my best to combine this whole process into one vlog, but I got really busy this weekend. And I didn't have any time to edit the vlog, so I still have a ton of editing of this vlog that I need to do, plus add in all of these clips that we just took. This whole process just now probably took me about 2.5 hours. It takes a long time. And then in the following vlog, we will finish up this restock, so you guys will see like the picture process, the new backdrop, how I edit the site, add the listings, and then everything like that. We'll also be doing some plant organization in that one as well, making soil mixes, pond, and some other stuff actually, because I have a ton of stuff to do this week still. So sorry that I couldn't fit everything into this vlog, but the next vlog is still going to be jam-packed with stuff as well, so I hope that you're excited for that. Majority of these plants that you've seen today are going to be available on my shop website, plantlifelex.com, on Thursday, July 27th. Hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!